natoa shukrani mama milele moyoni. Mama bila wewe singeweza. Mama Mola we akulinde. You taught me everything and everything you given me, I always keep it inside. You're the driving force in my life. Yeah. There isn't anything or anyone that I can be, and it just wouldn't feel right if I didn't have you by my side. You were there for me to love and care for me when skies were gray. Whenever I was down, you were always there to comfort me.
Good evening and welcome to The Nest. I'm your host, Maureen Waititu, and here we discuss all topics real from real people. Tonight is no different. We have a beautiful guest. Her name is as beautiful as she is. I will not reveal it just yet, but she has an even more beautiful initiative which is bigger than all of us. Somebody gave her a chance as a young girl, and with her determination, confidence, and intelligence, she decided that no matter what happens, I have a vision, I'll get out of my circumstances, and I'll make the best with what I have, and also extend this kindness, thus creating this amazing initiative, One Girl, One Bra. But before we meet her, watch this short video and we'll be right back.
Stigma is a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person. Stigma involves negative attitudes or discrimination against someone based on a distinguishing characteristic, such as mental illness, health condition, or disability. Social stigmas can also be related to other characteristics including gender, sexuality, race, religion, and culture. Teenagers may battle with stigma as they transition into adulthood. Some of the stigma they experience is due to teenage pregnancy, mental disorder, poverty, and not doing well in school. Effects of stigma include feelings of shame, hopelessness and isolation, reluctance to ask for help, lack of understanding by family, friends, or others, fewer social interaction, and bullying, physical violence, or harassment. You can tell a teen is struggling with stigma if they lose interest in their hobbies and are avoiding friends. While mood changes are a characteristic of maturation and puberty, teenage stigma creates invasive symptoms that interfere with a teen's daily life. It is important to offer support to your teen if they're struggling to find ways to cope with overwhelming or troubling emotions, as this may easily lead to depression, anxiety, or even suicide. Today on the show, we find ways to counter teenage stigma and get to learn how to be present for those that need assistance in different ways.
Welcome back. The topic is One Girl, One Bra. What a beautiful foundation, and the story behind it is even more powerful. Tonight I'm joined by a beautiful lady who I will allow to introduce herself. Karibu sana, Rose.
Asante.
Karibu, thank you so much for coming on The Nest.
Thank you.
With your beautiful initiative.
Yes.
So could you tell people who you are?
Do I look the camera while I look at you?
Me.
Okay. My names are Rose Nyabate. But for the rest of you, you can allow you to call me Nyabate. So, Nyabate, but underline Nyabate.
Yes.
Yes, Rose Nyabate.
It's a beautiful name.
Yes.
And what do you do?
Okay. Myself, I do two things. Okay, several. You know, this is the city.
We wear many hats.
In Nairobi, yes, it's Nairobi.
Yes.
So, actively, I am in production. I write programs.
Okay.
Let's say I'm a producer in a way. Yes, not in a way, I'm a producer.
Okay.
A TV producer.
Okay.
But because of these COVID things, we stopped working for a while.
What is it that you do?
Okay, in a way, so many hats. So I'm on production.
Yes.
I write. I've been writing. I do write programs.
Wow.
So let's say I'm a creative and a producer at the same time.
Yes.
So I'm a comedian. I used to be a stand-up comedian.
Oh no,
So,
that's interesting.
but then I was discovered.
Yes.
Around I was the first female stand-up comedian to be discovered by Churchill.
No.
Years. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell us more about that.
So,
yes.
yeah, then I'm a comedian,
Yes.
I'm an actor.
Yes.
And now I have a foundation.
Okay.
So professionally, what I studied in school was social work. So you can say I'm a social worker.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I can see how it ties down to what you do.
Yes.
Because you have the skills behind it.
Yeah.
And I think, again, it's a skill and the heart behind it. So I want to hear your story. I want to hear where you were born, where Nyabate comes from, and all that.
Okay. Nyabate Baba, you know, they call me Nyabate Baba. It's like somebody who is loved by grandmother.
I love it.
You know, I never used to really like that name so much when I was very small. But as I was growing up, I realized people used to love calling me Nyabate, not Rose. So every time I'll go meet people, someone who comes from our area, from our motherland, you know, I'm Kisi.
Yes.
You tell them I'm Rose Nyabate, then they smile. So I came to realize the meaning of that. Now, where I grew up, okay, I was born some very many years back. I don't want to say which year,
it's okay.
because it will spoil my market.
It's allowed here.
I'm still single.
Yes.
So I'm the second born of a family of 3.
Okay.
So I was born in Kisii. So then my father passed on at some point when I was around 2 years. He was really doing good. So but one day alikuwa anaenda kupeleka gari kwa garage, then kalipuka or something like that.
Oh, no.
So now that's how we lost our dad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now I have lived with my mother. I started living with my mother now. We came to Eldoret.
Yes.
Because apparently my mother was a teen mom. My mom got our firstborn at around 14, should be 14, 15 or 13, around there.
Dear.
So when she got this kid, during those times, and that can also explain the reason as to why I'm passionate at what I'm doing.
Yes, yes.
She got a baby. She could not even breastfeed that baby. Then she went and got a man. A man akamwambia twende tuishi, akaenda kuishi na huyo man. I was the product, only for her to realize she's the second woman in that marriage.
Oh dear.
So yeah, so now when my dad passed on, we were chased away.
Of course.
It was her, my sister, and they didn't even know that she was carrying a boy.
Oh dear.
Our last born.
Yes.
So we came to Eldoret. So she started from zero, and they had really invested a lot with the mzee. So she starting a life again. Now that was in Eldoret.
Yes.
So we stayed with her for a while, for quite a while, up to around when I was the age of 8. My mom was really hardworking.
Yes.
So she started selling maembe on the streets. From having your own cars and living a comfortable life, you start selling. Yes. So I will look at my mother. I remember there's a time my mom fell down. We were so small. My mom fell down tukitoka angetuacha kwa nyumba. So we are very small, my brother and me. Here we are. So tukikuja usiku amebeba machungwa kwa ile kikapu from Eldoret town. Amebeba bro kwa mgongo, amenibeba mbele, amebeba the other kwa nini. Sasa akateleza kaanguka. So my mom sat down and really cried. So my brother told him, "Mama, usijali, nitakuja kuwa engineer siku moja. Nitakubeba na gari yangu, mama." You were very small at that point. So after some time, my mother passed on when I was around 8 years. My brother was 6. So what happened to my mother is my mom was in business. She had already started picking life. So alikuwa amepata pesa. We were living a place called Kipkaren, Eldoret.
Okay.
So you can walk along.
Okay.
We didn't have garis.
Yes.
So my mom lives in the morning, tells me, okay, she was supposed to give me money to take to school. Nilikuwa nasoma Uasin Gishu Primary School.
Yes.
Actually, there's an interesting story. The first day my mother took me to nursery school in 1995. Akitoka, aliniambia, my daughter, you know what, nilisoma nikafika class 3. So as you go to school, nisoma na ukinisomea. That other part yenye niliacha. Me I don't know hata English sijui.
Yes.
So now that was my mother.
Okay.
So my mother
alikuwa nilipia school fees. So that akaniambia I'll come kesho uende shule hivyo. So and she never came back. She was with a friend, she never came back, but that night I remember I think kama kitu inaenda kutendeka mbaya someone knows.
You can tell. Yes.
I'm in the house. I was very small. I'm 8 years with my brother. Nasikia roho inani.
Yes. It's not at peace.
I'm not at peace. Kumbe somebody watu walimfuata wakampata kwa barabara, walimfuata wakamwingisha kwa store makaa. They raped her. I think they just disgraced my mother. They really disgraced my mother. Wakamnyonga, wakamnyang'anya hizo pesa. You know, my mom used to carry everything. She could carry everything. Documents, nini. We had land, we lost because all the documents went.
Yes.
So your time, tukiwa 8 years, now we are living in Uasin Gishu. We have to go back to any relative who can take us. Now sisi tumelelana kwa kina mama. The brother takes us. Me and my brother. So me, because unajua I was a bit intelligent, I could sit down and ask myself, was it because ni school fees yangu ilifanya mama yangu alikatalia, because wanasema my mom alikatalia pesa ndio akamdunga sijui nini. They really disgraced her because walimpata akiwa uchi the following morning. So we went to Western. So my uncle, the brother, akatupeleka Western region now. So now that is the place I grew up in from there. Okay. So at first it was so hard. You know, people normally assume ukishachukua mtoto mwenye ana grieve. Yes. We don't think children grieve.
That's the thing.
We don't.
Yes.
It took me 2 years. I will get very sick in the morning. Anytime naona light inawaka asubuhi. And you know, mimi sikuona mamangu akiwa kwa jeneza. I refused because you can imagine somebody told you she's bringing money in the evening. Then you hear
she's gone.
I refused. So niliishi na denial. So it really took me for a long time.
Yes.
Now here I am. I mean, my brother kaka. My uncle was strict. So there's he will use my uncle's very strict, very strict. I'm sorry, but I don't say this to disgrace him. Absolutely. Because me, I normally appreciate the person who stood out to be counted.
Very true.
Yes. So but there are those things you learn. So there's a day he went and urinated, alienda kakojoa kwa mtu. So akampiga akashikanisha kichwa na huku alikuwa anashikanisha. So me I knew now my brother is the next one to die.
Yes.
I know my uncle is a policeman.
Yes.
So we just said toroka. I told my brother toroka because he was mwanaume. He was 6 years.
Yes.
He disappeared. Gone. Forever. Here is in the streets, whatever. So the only thing nilijua itanisaidia from all this ni kusoma. Now naanza kupata matiti. Matiti naanza kunitokea. Sasa nashanga matiti is mami, matiti yangu inalala. It's like it's going like this.
Yes.
So I'm wondering what's happening.
Yes.
So he was a bit violent. He used to really work on his wives.
Oh my.
I think he really used to beat the wives.
Yeah.
So you know, you can't tell your uncle that my breasts are growing. Sijielewi nini nanitendekea. I was bright in school. I was really bright in school. But now mambo inanitendekea, alafu adolescence inaanza kukuja, you are growing, ujielewi. Alafu mimi adolescence really hit me hard. Hit me hard. Yes. So the wife who was available aliendanga. So vile alienda, I'm left with him. My brother is alipotea. And I've forgotten to tell you that now my sister, my big sister, you know, my sister was like, she's 8 years older than me. So my sister alienda kaolewa. Hiyo time. Yes. Alienda kaolewa. You know, ladies normally, you don't have any other option. Sistangu hakusoma.
True.
She never went to school. So every time people from the village Kisii will come to visit us, she was the topic. They will say, nani yeye anatangatanga tu kwa kila mahali, anazaazaa kama panya, whatever, you know those. So they tell me. They tell us. So it reached a point now, my uncle now, I'm in my adolescence. So this old man And I really appreciate him, by the way. I really appreciate the work he did.
Yes.
So anaanza kuniambia, akaanza kuniambia, I think at least 12 hapo. Wewe pia utashika mimba, utaenda ushike mimba na mtu mwenye anakunywa bangi, mlevi. Alafu what will happen to you? Utakuwa unapigwa. There's a particular term they say in Kisii that utatembea mpaka utembea in a place mpaka ujitengenezee barabara. So you walk, you So I looked at it. Adolescents inanikimbisha. I'm already known boyfriends. Ujielewe ninakutendekea.
Yes.
At some point I started believing I'm going to be
happen because
going
he's
to
putting
happen.
it. Power of the words.
Yes. In school, I will say sisi ndo tunakalishonga nyuma ya class. Nyinyi kujeni wenye tuko na breast kubwa. Kujeni kaeni nyuma. Kama cooks wako sisi tunapika in shule. So you will even see in my class we are being prepared for some roles. So what helped me is the fact that I was bright.
Yes.
I used to be number 1 in that class.
Oh.
I will be there all day.
Yes.
I used to be very bright. I was a bit vocal.
Yes.
But nilikuwa ninaanza kupata. Navaa sweater. Navaa sweater. Najificha. But I was still very vocal. And in the back of my mind I knew the only thing that will help me in this life, because life was not so good and I wanted to kusoma ni tafute ndugu yangu. I also wanted I look for my sister. So, niko na emotions that nipeleka mbio, and I have people that I want to live for.
True.
Yeah.
So, Nyapate, the vision is here.
Yes.
At a very young age.
So, I had a vision. I was seeing, nilikuwa naona kesho.
Yes.
So, I decided, let me just hang on. So, at this moment, during the Day of an African Child, as I was telling you, so ninaitwa kwa parade. So I got the parade with another boy,
right.
The two of us.
Yes.
Tukapatiwa uniforms.
Oh.
Me and that boy. So it was a school, we call it Makanda Township.
Yes.
So they gave me that uniform. They told me go put it on.
Yes.
Then I was given a bra.
Yes.
Nikaambiwa pia vaa. So nikaambiwa madam, there's this madam called Madam Adede.
Yes.
So madam akaniambia, I want you to walk like a girl because nilikuwa nimezoea kutembea hivi.
Right.
So she tells me to walk like a girl. Tembea hivi, feel proud. And you know, from that time, this lady akaanza kuni mentor. Sijui kama alijua ama she didn't know.
Yes.
Every time nafunga shule, she will take me to workshops. So kama siko church, niko kwa workshop. Kama siko church, niko kwa workshop.
Yes.
So while there, ndio nikaanza kujua mambo ya the leadership thing. It's normal life. So she fit into my mother's shoes or a mom's shoes.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
So I get an opportunity, and I didn't even know who paid for my school, my class 8 exams.
Yes.
Do you know, I have never known who paid for my exams because I was almost not doing my exams.
Right.
So many years. So when I was starting this initiative,
Yes.
She's still my friend.
Yes.
So she always calls me daughter. I've never understood why.
Wow.
She calls me daughter.
Yes.
This mama,
Yes.
the one who gave me a bra.
Yes.
And she told me, when I'm msichana, it's normal.
Right.
So Madam Adede has been so instrumental in my life.
That's
So
amazing.
then akasahau akaniambia, unajua ile wakati yenye karibu ufungiwe nje exam, I decided just to pay for you. I'm telling you, she told me that nilikaa chini, it was so emotional. She tells me, I didn't want you to know. I am the one who mobilized for the uniform. The bra, it's me who gave you, remember, yes, it's me who paid for exam. I just wanted you to be somebody.
Right.
And there I was. So indirectly I was looking at her.
Yes.
Because initially kuna ile wakati nilitaka kufanya journalism, nikataka kufanya law, but now wakati nimekuja kupata opportunity ya kwenda college now. So they asked me, which other options do you have?
Yes.
The only option I had was
Yes.
that one. Yenye yule madam alikuwa ameni-expose to. So she was in mambo ya NGOs.
Right.
And I loved it. You know, I was hurt, you know.
Yes.
Hii situation, life was kind of so hard because I remember even that uncle of mine at some point he came to school kunitoa shule. That I was not supposed to be in school without his authority.
Yes.
Now I was very hurt. You know, ile somebody who is hurt tend to hurt others. True. But I decided, let me just fight for myself. And I think church imekuwa very instrumental for me. So I finish high school, I meet my cousin, all of a sudden she gets transferred in Western. She shows me Nairobi. She's the first person hata alionyesha hata kukaa vile niko hivi. And I really appreciate my cousin. She's called Maggie.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I go to college. Fee ikakosa. So now what will I do? Nikaenda, a friend of mine told me, I told my friend, mimi naenda kufungiwa nje. Akaniambia, you know, my first attachment place was in the children's department, Department of Children.
Yes.
I just feel like, have you ever looked at yourself and imagined you can never be a good parent?
Yes.
Yes, I will. Nilikuwa najua sitaki kuwa good parent. So I just wanted to try niende kwa children's department. Nione kama naweza kuwa mtu. Nione kama naweza you understand?
You have the heart for it.
Yes, yes. So I go the children department. Kumbe that children department ile barua yenye wangekuja kuniandikia barua yenye ingefanya nipate scholarship. I didn't know. After hiyo children's department, they just wrote wakisema I'm an orphan. Please msaidie. That is the one Kisumu Polytechnic used, and they gave me scholarship for the next 2 years.
Yes.
So during that time, I've gotten my scholarship. Churchill announces NTV they want
New talent.
No, they want best comedian.
Yes.
So kidogo kidogo niliingia drama before. So I became famous in school before Churchill came. So when he came, I went and did my what I was doing.
Yes.
So wakati nilikuwa naingia kwa hiyo room, something told me you are going to make it.
Yes.
We are so many, thousands of us in Western region.
Yes.
And that is how I came to Nairobi now.
Wow.
And I told myself I'm not going to leave.
Yes.
So now that's how I started my journey kwa media.
Yes.
Ile yenye mamangu alikuwa akiwa hoka kwa yamini tunaweza.
Kweli.
And here I've gotten my education. The government is paying everything for me.
Yes.
And now that is it. So that is how my life took shape.
Yes.
Niko na ile publicity yenye itanisaidia.
Yes.
People can listen to me.
Yes.
So mimi nikasema, I usually look at myself and say, if I could do it in a small way, another person can.
Absolutely.
And I really wish that in life tutakuwa na many other roses.
That's the thing, and it takes one unit to make very many and make a difference.
Yes.
So for now, we're going to take a short break.
Yeah.
And when we're back, you'll tell us how you got into creating this wonderful initiative you have.
Yes.
And what it's all about.
Yes.
So if you're at home, do not go anywhere. You can grab a glass of water or maybe a juice, and we'll be right back after this short break. Okay.